Hi, welcome to CNN News 18. Now, you're also known as a cricketer, apart from being an actor, especially after Goomer, as much as you'd like to call yourself an actor and, of course, a cricketer as well. You've also been a technical host and expert for World Cup 2023. What are your views now for World Cup final? Will this be any sort of a Goomer for Australia?
Well, I think the boomer for Australia has been done by Maxwell in that 200 knock when he played on one leg. I think it was as close to boomer as it could get. I hope there is no boomer that they spin on us in the final, because it's been smooth sailing for India so far. 10 wins on the trot. We couldn't have asked for anything better. There is a lot of excitement, but a little bit of nervousness because we know what they did in 2003 to us. None of us want to remember what happened then. This time, we look like a way more dominant team than what we were in 2003, I think. So, fingers crossed one more time, and we have the cup back with us.
It's interesting that you mentioned 2003, because a lot of eerie similarities have come up between 2003 and 2023. But apart from those parallels that are being drawn from you, I want to know what's different this time round.
Again, I'm no expert. I am a host on CricBuzz, but I ask the experts the questions. But in 2003, I feel, of course, we had the top five batting, but the bowling unit we have this year, I think, is phenomenal. I don't think India's seen a bowling unit as strong as we have in this World Cup. If Bumrah really sets it up well, if Bumrah doesn't get you, Siraj does. If he doesn't get you, Shami does. If not, there's Kuldeep and Jadeja. So I think our bowling unit has been exceptional this year. I think our fielding is really top notch, which we didn't have in 2003. So we definitely are the more dominant side on paper and even on the field. In 2003, Australia was that dominant side, but I think this time around we are the dominant side.
Who, in your view, could be the defining tomorrow in Ahmedabad?
So far the template has been Rohit comes and completely derails the batsman. I think he has been the player of the tournament. Not much has been spoken about him because of the hundreds that Virat, Shreyas, Rahul have been scoring. But I think Rohit has just been derailing the opposition bowlers. Tomorrow's big game, I think, is going to be the king. Virat has gotten his 50 the other day, but he loves playing against Australia. He loves playing under pressure. It's all ready for him. So I think it's going to be a Virat day. But I think we need to be a little wary of Adam Zampa. He had an off day the other day in the semis, but Adam Zampa will kind of get assistance from the Ahmedabad pitch, I feel. So we need to look out, I think, for Adam Zampa.
It's interesting you mentioned Rohit, because much hope is being placed on what's being called the Rohit charge. It's his commanding down the pitch charge. What are your hopes?
Well, I'm a big Rohit Sharma fan. I think he is the most beautiful looking batsman we have seen in a long time. It just feels like he has like 10 seconds more when he plays, and when he hits that pull shot, I don't see anything more beautiful than Rohit's pull shot. So it's all gone very well according to plan. Rohit's spoken about this, and I hope it continues to do so. And I hope that the left arm, which has troubled him in the past, doesn't trouble him tomorrow. With the way things have gone, he's looked in great nick. So as long as we can carry it on for just one more game, we are good.
When you say you've done technical analysis of how cricketers have improved or how they are changing their batting style, who, in your view, has evolved over the years?
Again, I am no expert. I'm the one who asks. So for me, it's been a childhood dream, because in 2003, I've been a crazy cricket obsessed fan since I was a child. So I used to have posters of all these big heroes in my room, and I had like a cricket room where I was watching the World Cup. It was only by invite room that was allowed. But this 20 years later, I'm sitting with them discussing cricket. So it's living a dream that I've always dreamt of. But with regards to your question, I feel there's been a lot of improvement that we've seen in Shubman Gill, the player. He's been a star player since his under 19 days, but we can just see a sense of maturity. He's had a beautiful year in 2023, not been able to get that big 100, which we hope he does very soon. Unfortunately, dengue came in, but just before the World Cup, he's looked great. He looked great in the last knock as well. So I hope that Gill, they spoke about the master handing over the baton to Virat Kohli, the king, and now they're talking about the king handing it on to the prince. That's Shubman Gill. So I hope we get to see that happen, because I think he is the future of Indian cricket.
Absolutely. And here's hoping that he becomes that king soon as well. But Australia's captain, Pat Cummins, has said that Mohammed Shami will be the biggest challenge. I bet you agree, do you?
Shami has been lethal. He's been absolutely lethal. Ian Bishop spoke about his seam position, and he said that in a world of Scrabble seams, Mohammad Shami just brings that beauty with that seam position that he gets. He's been so lethal because he doesn't try anything different. He sticks to his strengths, and that's really worked for him this World Cup. Getting 7 wickets in a World Cup game, I mean, that's a dream for any bowler. And he's gone through a lot of ups and downs, so it's just really wonderful to see Shami doing so well. And I hope he has conditions favoring him as well in Ahmedabad, which get him maybe another fiver.
Sayabi, Big B has recently revealed via X that the Indian cricket team always wins when he doesn't watch the match. That's why fans have requested Mr. Bachchan not to watch the finale. Any such superstitions or beliefs for you?
Well, I am somebody who's also Indian fans are such that we think we make the team win or lose. It's in our hands, and we should stick by that. But I have this the 2011 jersey, the Indian jersey, which I wore. I was there obviously at the Wankhede Stadium watching the big final. I traveled all across to watch the World Cup. So this World Cup, I've been wearing that jersey every time I play. So I think that's one superstition that I'm holding close to my heart.
Pat Cummins has also said that there's nothing more satisfying than hearing a big crowd go silent when the opponent does well. Any message for Pat Cummins?
Well, that happened the other day at the Wankhede Stadium as well. That phase when New Zealand wasn't doing very well, the crowd, it was deathly silence in the crowd. And that's bound to happen when your team doesn't do well, there is silence. But knowing Indian fans, we know that fans will back the team when it happens. But honestly, I'm hoping that there is no silence and lull period because I just want it to be one-way traffic for India.
Virat Kohli, KL Rahul.
The king, I think Virat Kohli. I will have to choose Virat Kohli, though Rahul's been playing exceptional cricket. Virat for a reason because there have been so many milestones he's gone past, and it's like he knows how to write his own script. 50th 100 with the master there in front at the Wankhede Stadium where he lifted the master on his shoulder. Now going past the master himself is a very special moment. So I think this World Cup will be Virat Kohli's.
Great. I want to end with my last question because you've shared your experience of playing cricket as a child, even when your girl pals chose to play Ghar Ghar or with other stereotypical games meant for young girls. Is it time to break those stereotypes, and how can we as a society strive to achieve that?
Well, I think the stereotype has been broken, and I feel very happy looking at what's happening with the WPL, the number of media and sponsorship that's gone behind WPL. It feels very good when you have monetary backing to a sport or to any profession which hasn't been backed earlier for women. So I think that stereotype has been broken in a big way. A film like Boomer being released, where a genius like R. Balki wants to tell a story of a para athlete who's a female cricketer. So I think we are breaking stereotypes in a big way. It just from here on, it's only going to be very positive, and I would hope to see more Test cricket for women because we've gone past the IPL, WPL, we've gone past the ODI barriers. I'd love to see women playing more Test cricket.
Yes, a big thumbs up to that. Many thanks to you, Sayami K, for joining in on CNN News 18. It was a pleasure having you here. Here's
always a pleasure chatting.
Fingers crossed. Thank you.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.